You are making more money than you did 5 years ago. On paper, you are fine. But if you look closely at your daily life, you still agonize over a $15 lunch. You check your bank balance with a tight chest. You have an emergency fund, but the idea of spending a single dollar of it makes you feel physically ill. You are exhausted because you are fighting a war that ended years ago. Your problem is not mathematical. It is neurobiological. Economists call it cognitive hysteresis. During a past financial crisis, your brain executed a goal-to-habit shift. To survive, you develop defensive habits, extreme cost-cutting, risk aversion, and constant vigilance. The crisis ended, but your internal alarm never turned off. You are paying a scarcity tax. Research shows that the feeling of having too little literally captures your mind and creates cognitive tunneling. It places a massive cognitive burden on your executive functioning. Operating under a scarcity mindset can effectively drop your fluid intelligence, draining your mental bandwidth. You are not bad at money. You are making decisions using a brain temporarily depleted by the ghost of scarcity. Consider Sarah, an everyday earner making good money, who still spends 20 minutes comparing peanut butter prices. Because 10 years ago she was broke, her brain learned that safety means hyper-optimizing every penny. This is a form of defensive decision-making. She chooses microscopic control to protect her psychological resources from the fear of ruin. If you think this is just a personal flaw, look at massive corporations. Following recent crises, advanced economy firms began hoarding cash at unprecedented levels. Even when markets normalized, companies continued to build precautionary cash holdings rather than invest. Management became so terrified of another shock that they chose to let cash sit idle. They suffered from the buffer paradox. They played it so safe they suffocated their own growth. You have to manually turn off the alarm. You cannot budget your way out of trauma. You have to demobilize using the quiet demobilization protocol. Step 1. Audit the phantom threats. In the corporate world, emergency committees that stay past a crisis create governance drag. In your personal life, your committees are your rigid financial rules that cause friction. Ask yourself, is this rule protecting me from a real threat today, or is it a ghost from a past crisis? If it is a ghost, delete it. Step 2. The buffer release. Banks are penalized by market expectations if they dip into their capital buffers, making them afraid to use them. You do the same with your emergency fund. If your car breaks down and you use a credit card because you are terrified to touch your savings, your buffer is completely useless. Give yourself permission to deploy capital. Safety is not a static number. It is the utility of that money. Step 3. Establish green lanes. In times of stress, we micromanage. This depletes our prefrontal cortex, which we need for complex safety learning. To restore your bandwidth, you must create green lanes, automated areas of spending. Automate your investments. Pre-fund a guilt-free spending account. Remove the daily friction of micro-decisions. When you stop micromanaging the pennies, you reclaim the bandwidth to build real quiet wealth. You are not failing because you are weak. You are blaming yourself for past vulnerability. But that vulnerability is in the past. Break the chain of cognitive hysteresis. Allow yourself to thrive, not just survive. This is how you turn money from a source of panic into a source of peace. Welcome to Quiet Money. To learn the full protocol, start at the link below.